song, because we don't really have a theme song. Could you please send me a theme song? Because we don't really need a theme song. We need a theme song, so would you please send me a theme song? We need a theme song. We need a theme song. We need a theme song. So could you please send me a theme song? 'Cause we don't really have a theme song, and we could really use a theme song. Send us. It's your song. My mouse finger got a little trigger happy there, and I ended the song a little early. Hi, everybody. Great to see you. You may have noticed that the theme song sounded a little bit different in that I accidentally included like a whole part of that audio clip that was just me trying to figure out how to play the song. So that was fun. And now, as always, our land acknowledgement. I welcome you, wherever you may sit, from my home that sits on Treaty 8 land, the traditional and ancestral territory of the Cree and the Dene. This territory is home to the Métis settlements and the Métis Nation of Alberta within the historical Northwest Métis homeland. I thank the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit who have lived in and cared for these lands for generations. Tremendously grateful for the traditional knowledge keepers and elders who are still with us today and those who have gone before us. I make this acknowledgement as an act of reconciliation and gratitude to those whose territory I reside on. Thank you. Welcome everyone to Virtual Variety Night. This is the bonus Thursday. It happens like 4 times a year, I believe, or so, where there will be 5 Thursdays in the month. And that gives me a little bit of motivation to do something a little different. So the last bonus Thursday, we did a play reading of a new play by Geordie Mand. And it was lovely that we did through the GPLT Virtual Variety Nights. And so I kind of wanted to go along in the same tradition of using our bonus Thursday to hear some new words. And this time it's my words. So after I had read in Geordie, or the reading of Geordie's play, Bronte, A World Without, and I got really inspired to be writing again. I tend to like lose interest in my own projects relatively quickly. So I get started with all this gusto and then it kind of fizzles out. I understand that that's a pretty common story. And I think for a lot of the same reasons that it might happen with other people, it happens with me. So I'm busy, a little overscheduled, perhaps. I have a lot on my plate. And so stuff that gives me joy is often really easy to just postpone, sometimes indefinitely. And that's one of the reasons why I really like coming on here every Thursday, no matter if I have company or not joining me, or if I have an audience or not to watch me. It is really important to me to fulfill this commitment to myself, to do something creative once a week. So I had been really inspired by the reading that we had done 3 months ago, and in April. And so I wrote
I started reworking on this old kind of play idea that I had kicking around for a while. I really like where it's going. I got so into it and I was really excited. And then I was using a program that I was not accustomed to, and I'm more accustomed to programs that automatically save your work for you. And then say, like, give you the option of like, do you want this auto saved version or do you want us to discard that? That didn't happen this time with me. This program that I'm using that just helps with formatting or whatever of scripts doesn't autosave, and that was difficult. That was a hard lesson for me to learn because I lost a lot of stuff that I had worked on and I had been so excited about. So then I redid it eventually, but it took me a lot of procrastinating before I had it in me to like try and recreate this thing that I'd really like. I think it was good though. It turned out good. So I have the first act, so the first 4 scenes of this show done. I have a lot of the other plot points planned out, and I just have to make the time to put it to paper. I've been a little bit unmotivated in seeking out participants for virtual variety nights because I don't want people to feel guilted into it. I am really good just doing it with just me. And so if you're interested, you are still 100% welcome, but I'm just reaching out a little bit less to people because I just don't want people to feel guilted or burdened by my artistic needs. So yeah, if you are interested and just need a little bit more prodding, just let me know when like the thing that you're interested in is like nowhere near around, and be like, oh, I could maybe do one of these, but I can't think about it right now. Talk to me in a month and I will. But I just, I'm feeling a little bit insecure about imposing my own artistic needs on other people. So instead of getting a cast of actors to read the play with me, I was just kind of lazy about finding people. And so I am going to read it myself. I had decided at a certain point that that was going to get really confusing with just my voice and just seeing me. So I did make these really fun like character portraits. Like I took pictures of myself and my daughter because there's some younger people in it, so I just used her for those. And then decided that, like, so for example, stage directions, this is a picture of myself that I just really like. And so whenever I was reading stage directions, I would do this. And then I kind of figured you guys will know when it's stage directions, like that one's kind of obvious. There's only really one scene where I don't know if I'm going to remember how to differentiate all of the different people's voices. And that's during a teen scene where you see Kit, Jessie B, Simone, and Birdie. So I'll do my best. If I feel like it's getting confusing about who's talking at all, I will probably put one of these up and see if that helps. I'm just kind of playing, you guys, so it might work and it might not work as great. And if you're like, hey, that sounds interesting, but I was not following what was going on, I totally get it. Then maybe sign up and then you can read it live with me next time that I'm reading like the next scenes or something. I will introduce you to some of the characters though first. So if I think you're getting confused, I might just pop up there like the basics of who's talking. So the protagonist of our story, well, there's kind of 2. So there's Birdie and Paloma. This first act is heavily Paloma. And then there is another woman that you'll meet named Mai. And there's a man that you will meet named Danelle, and they both have scenes with Paloma. So I just put, that it's Paloma and Danelle, or Paloma and Mai. So probably at the beginning of the scenes, I'll kind of shoot those up. There's a scene that starts with Birdie and Kit, and then the other teenagers enter. So then they're there. But then eventually I'll just take that down so you can see me again while I'm reading. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. It is very much a first draft, kind of second draft, but only because I lost the first draft. So don't worry about if you feel like it will be in my best interest to tell me that it is rough, then do that. If that makes you feel good, great. But I do know that. So you don't have to worry that I'm going to be assuming that it's brilliant and it's ready for the stage already, because it's not. Okay, I'm going to take it away. So this play is called SlumberCard. And again, this is the first 4 scenes, and this, I believe, will be the majority of Act 1. So Act 1, Scene 1. Paloma enters. Approaching large double doors upstage center. She carries a wide variety of items, including, but not limited to, full reusable shopping bags, a cupcake carrying case, and gift-wrapped boxes. Long rods stick out from one of the bags. There are art supplies, poster board, artificial flowers, etc. When we see her, some of us wonder how she managed to get all of these items in her arms. And the rest of us have no empathy at all. She walks carefully and awkwardly. She stops in front of the double doors. Realizing that she does not have hands free to open the door, Paloma takes a moment to assess the situation. After a brief moment, she nods, looks around, and spots a doorbell at the side of the door. She tries to reach it with her foot, then takes one of the long rods in her mouth to attempt to press it. Failing, she knocks on the door with her foot. She waits. She looks towards the doorbell and moves slowly and awkwardly towards it. She is unsure if she has managed to press it, waits for a time, and notices no one is coming. Okay. Paloma starts to lower herself and her cargo toward the ground, slowly. This takes quite some time and takes a visible amount of effort. When she is nearly close enough to deposit her cargo, the door opens. A woman sticks her head out of the door and looks at Paloma. "Are you Vanessa?" Paloma. "Vanessa?" "No, I'm Paloma." But the woman's head disappears back inside the building and the door closes. "No, Vanessa sent me. I'm here for the setup. I know Vanessa. Paloma, with her arms still precariously full, stands back up and shuffles towards the door. "Come back. Can you hear me? Anyone?" Paloma knocks with her foot. "Please come back." Well, sugar. Paloma looks around for a new solution. She sees someone far away. "Hello? Excuse me?" "Yes. Hi. Do you think you could help me? It won't be a minute." Danelle enters. "What do you need?" "Well, I'm having a day. I got a call today from another mom on this committee for the Youth Engagement Society that something unexpected came up, and so she needed me to pick up the supplies for the setup of the fundraiser fashion show." Okay. So I've been rushing around all morning trying to make sure I have all the stuff we need. And the cupcakes couldn't have any allergens in them, of course. And they needed to be homemade. And I didn't even have gluten-free flour in the house. Anyway, it's been a hectic day. And now I'm here for the setup, but I can't get in. And Vanessa didn't even let me know the names of who is supposed to be meeting me here, let alone any of their contact information. So, how can I help? Exactly, right? No, I just need to get a hold of Vanessa, whose number I actually do have, so I can figure out who is supposed to be here and let me in. Oh, okay. Do you need to borrow a phone then? Oh, no, I have a phone. I just can't I have no hands free to sorry. And do you think you could reach into the burgundy bag, grab my purse out of it, then get my phone from the side pocket of the purse? Uh, yeah, sure. Nell retrieves the phone, unsure of what to do next. He half offers it to Paloma. Oh, yeah. Do you want to just point it at my face? Right. Nell attempts to aim the phone at Paloma's face, trying to unlock it. Paloma freezes on a few facial expressions, trying to get the phone to recognize her. There it is. Good. He waits. So you just need to go into my contacts on the bottom of any screen, or you could just go into the phone app. Okay. I'm in contacts. Perfect. Now just search for Vanessa Banafor. B-A-N. B-A-N. B. B as in Buzz. Her name is Vanessa. No, Vanessa. Vanessa Banifor. B-A-N-I-F-O-R. Oh, right. Struggles for a while. I just can't seem to. Oh, can you just press the home button down and I'll just do a voice command? Yeah. Nell holds the home button and holds the phone close to Paloma's mouth. Phone, Vanessa Banaford. Calling Nestor Bramford. Mobile. No, Vanessa. The phone begins to ring. Not Nestor. End call, hang it up. Danelle scrambles to hang up the phone, succeeding right after we hear hello on the other end. Shit. It's off. Thank you. Sorry. It's okay. The phone rings. Paloma winces. He's calling back. Do you want me to answer and just let him know it was my mistake? And just let him know it was my mistake? No. Should I just hit ignore? No. They wait until the phone stops ringing. It feels like an eternity of awkward. Sorry. Just deal with that later. Yeah, sorry. So, shall we try again? Could I just maybe hold your stuff so you could do it? Oh, yeah, if you wouldn't mind. That's a great idea. Paloma transfers the bulk of what she is holding over to Danelle, so both his arms are full. Both his arms are full, and one of her hands is now free. Paloma finds Vanessa in her contacts and holds the phone to her ear. She turns slightly away from Danelle, trying to find the balance between reasonable privacy and not wanting to be rude. Danelle looks at his watch casually. Also, not wanting to be rude, but wanting to know how late he's going to be. Vanessa! Vanessa, hi. No, I'm here. I just need. No, I had no trouble with the signs. I just can't see. Yes, Vanessa, I have the cupcakes right here. No nuts, no gluten, no kidding. Listen, Vanessa, no, everything went really smoothly so far. Really, I just don't know who is supposed to be meeting me at the school. They aren't here. No, I'm not in the room yet. 21B, I know. I'm not lost, Vanessa. You just didn't send me the number of the person I'll be meeting here. So I can call them to let me in to the building. I told you I'm not lost. I'm just locked out. Yes. It is locked. The main doors. I'm standing right in front of them. A person walks past Danelle and Paloma, opens the door, and walks into the building. The door closes behind her. Paloma and Danelle exchange a surprised look. You know what, Vanessa? I think I have figured it out. Yep, I got it from here. Don't you worry, I can handle it. You take it easy. Yes, of course. I hope she feels better soon. Bye. Paloma hangs up the phone, walks to the door, opens it, and deflates. You have got to be kidding me. Well, we did it. I'm so embarrassed. Hey, we've all been there. You're only here because of me. You're probably late for something by now. Oh, no. I got time. We're very kind. Eh. We're all friends here. I wish I could use some friends like you. Here, I can take my stuff back. Think you could get the door for me, and then I promise I won't ask for another thing. How about you hold the door, and I'll run this stuff up with you? Oh, you are seriously so kind. Knows what? Paloma enters the building through the double doors. Danelle follows her. Act 1, Scene 2. Birdie and Kit. Sorry. Okay. Birdie and Kit are sitting against the wall outdoors doing homework. They are silent for a while working. Birdie takes a bite of an apple. Didn't Saunders say something about the vulnerability of populations being at the mercy of the inherent goodness of the dictator? Kind of. I think she said that pretty much, but it was at the mercy of the inherent goodness of the leader, not of the dictator. Well, isn't the whole unit about dictatorships, though? Yeah, but this part was about the characteristics of successful dictatorships, but dictatorships don't always start out that way. Usually the leader has inherent goodness. If the leader has inherent goodness, it is unlikely to become a dictatorship if it didn't start that way. And if it did start that way and the leader is inherently good, the power generally is put back in the hands of the people. Usually just so they can get someone in power that is not inherently good. People suck. I know. Sorry, that's wrong. People suck. I don't know. You don't? People are mostly okay. Populations, though, totally suck. Touche. Speaking of people who suck, what did you think of Roma's leave yesterday? What? What happened? Oh, don't tell me you didn't see her meltdown. A meltdown? You total liar. What are you talking about? Seriously. Seriously. You are so totally on the outs, girl. So let me in. Girl, the water is fine. Just jump in. What the hell happened? Simone and Jessie B enter. I'll fill you in later. Who let the dark angels out into the sun? The cafeteria is serving spaghetti, so it's either to sun or garlic bread. And at least out here, we can get some fresh air. Jessie B liked to smoke. 6-1. So the senior fundraiser did really well, I heard. Yeah, we're going to have enough to get a live band for grad. If we can all agree on the band, that is. No one wants to hear your boyfriend's stupid friends playing covers of ancient punk bands, Simone. I already know everyone in our grad class is lame. I don't need you to tell me. Anyway, Kit, your mom really pulled it out. She totally rocks. Maybe she should play our grad. Yeah, right. Anyway, my mom said that your mom is doing a really stellar job. Yeah, thanks. And you have to tell me where she goes for her nails. They are always perfect. Always. I could ask her. She has so much. She has so much style. Hey, maybe we can all go together to shop for our grad dresses. With my mom? We should really get back to this. Oh, come on. Should be totally amazing. When we walk around that stage, I want jaws to drop. You'll be wearing your cap and gown at that part, dummy. Fine, but my dad said that so long as I keep my grades steady in this last stretch, he'll buy me whatever dress I want. And not to be outdone, my mom says she'll cover my nails, hair, and makeup. You lucky bitch. A broken home has its advantages. Slut. What can I say? Now, kid, tell me you'll get your mom to come shopping with us. Hey, Simone, who are you going to go with? What? Brad, I mean. Oh, you know me, I don't like to tie myself down. I heard the opposite about you, actually. Ha, ha. No one asked me either. I didn't say nobody asked me. Oh, good. I mean, of course they did. Who wouldn't want to go with you? And whoever you decide will be very lucky. Yeah, if I decide on one. No need to limit yourself. Take two. I think that guy from Marco's band would go with you. I don't need to go with Marco. Hey, Marco's a decent guy. Kit, can we get back to some of this stuff? I don't want to have to spend the weekend on it. We're going in. Don't want to vaporize in the sun. Bye, Vampirina. Later, werewolf's daughter. Ow! Kit and Bertie watch Simone and Jessie B leave, with Simone whispering to Jessie B that she doesn't need help getting a date. Kit and Bertie are quiet for a while after Simone and Jessie B are gone. Thanks. No sweat. And your mom did do a stellar job on the fundraiser. Yeah. Well, your mom is always great at that stuff. I'm sure she would have done even better if she, yeah, if she. How is it at home? It's weird. Yeah, it would be weird. It would be weird if it wasn't weird, though. So maybe that makes it normal. Yeah. I mean, nice try. But no, it's just weird. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Total shit. I'm here. Yeah. Birdie clapped 6 times to the Friends theme rhythm. Thanks, Bird. End scene. Act 1, Scene 3. Paloma sits at the kitchen table surrounded by material. Laundry, crafting supplies, Tupperware, books, etc. She is on the phone. Yes, I know I did, Jen, and I will, but I didn't know that meant I needed to make 5 identical ones. I thought I just needed to do birdies. Hold on, that's my other line. Hello? Brad, hi. I was just about to call you. No, really, I have absolutely not been avoiding you. I just haven't had a chance to. Right. Oh, that is true. Brett, I'm just on the other line right now dealing with PTA thing. Do you mind if I. No? Right. Okay. Yep. Yes. Jan? No, it wasn't her. No. She wasn't available, so I couldn't get all the different parts of it. I haven't talked to her yet. Well, no, but she hasn't. I know, but I have quite a lot of stuff on my. Birdie enters. Oh, sorry, Jan. Birdie just came in. I really should go. Yes, I know that. Friday. Yes, I said I would. Goodbye, Jan. Thank you for checking in. Hi, Birdie. Dear, welcome home. How was your day? Seriously, Mom? Did your presentation go well? Mom, seriously. It didn't go well? Can you just chill, Mom? It was fine. School was fine. My day was fine. Well, good. I'm glad. My day was pretty good too. Oh, brother. I mean, work was hectic, as it always is, but what else is new? But I did talk to Dave, and he said I will be able to take the day off on the 25th. Yeah, I should hope so. Yeah, so that's good. He told me like 2 months ago he said you could take it off. I can't take it off. Yeah, but you said he only approved it today. Why did you tell me in April that you could take it off if you didn't even know that yet? Oh, I knew he would let me. But he could have said no. He didn't say no. That is not the point, Mom. The point is, I have the day off and I will be there. And the point is, I have the day off and I can be there. And I will be there. What are we fighting about? Nothing, Mom. What is for dinner? Oh, I didn't actually, no dinner. I mean, of course, there will be dinner. I just have to whip it up. I was working on costumes and I got a couple of phone calls and work went a bit late today. So the time I had just got away from me a bit. I will have something ready right away. Don't you worry. So Birdie grabs an apple and eats it. while she takes out her homework and pushes Paloma's projects out of the way. She settles down and starts working on homework. Paloma moves to the kitchen off stage, but she pops back in to complete small tasks and is moving around to give the feeling of hurrying, anxiety, and a lot of stuff going on at the same time. Not that you would care, but I did okay on that paper. Paloma's off stage. That's great, honey. Like I said, not that you care. Paloma pops her head into the dining room. What was that? Nothing, Mom. Won't be long now. Whatever. Paloma returns to the kitchen off stage. Birdie returns to her attention to her homework. Several beats pass. Birdie turns on some music and then returns to her homework. There is a movement sequence in which Birdie is doing and then getting distracted from her homework. Concurrently, Paloma continues to do a lot of busy work in between dinner preparation tasks. Ideally, this will look like a choreographed sequence of mother scrambling to get things done and daughter being irritated and inconvenienced by her mother's toil. The sequence concludes with Paloma setting a delicious hot meal in front of Birdie at the table. Mom, do you mind? Oh, you're welcome, baby. It was no trouble at all. I'm not even hungry. Oh, I see. It looks good, Mom. I'm just not hungry. Did you have lunch? God, you're such a mother, Mom. Birdie, I had lunch. Truth? I ate lunch. I'm not worried about my weight. I have a healthy self-concept, and you are a good cook. Does that cover it? Am I allowed not to be hungry now? Yeah. Yes. You can just not be hungry. I'll wrap this up and put it in the fridge for you. You can warm it up when you are hungry. Paloma kisses Birdie on the top of her head, picks up the plate of food, and exits to the kitchen. Birdie returns to her homework. After a moment, Birdie gets a granola bar from her backpack, opens it, and takes a bite. Act 1, Scene 4. Paloma is walking down her residential street with a couple of envelopes in her hand. She approaches the mailbox and puts the envelopes inside. Paloma takes a moment, then pulls out a pack of cigarettes and lights one. Mai approaches from behind her. Paloma? Jeez. I'm sorry, Paloma. We met at the setup for the fundraiser. You did such a great job, by the way. It was wonderful to work with you. Oh, my. Sorry, I didn't hear you. And it was great working with you, too. You are a machine. I had heard about you from the Moms on the Spirit Committee. You have quite the reputation for getting shit done. And I don't know how you do it. He looks at the cigarette shamefully. I was just taking the mail out. You really use every minute, don't you? I'm just out here because I needed a break. A break from what? Are you kidding me? Is your house also infested with teenager? At my house right now, there are 2 teenage girls who have recently become fluent in eye-rolling and sarcasm. And nothing on this entire planet pleases them. Nothing on this entire planet pisses them off more than the sounds of me working my ass off for them. Oh, Lord, you have 2 of them. How? Not to mention my husband, who's not only has been sitting in his den with his feet up ever since he got home, but who has also threatened to give me the night off tomorrow night by cooking dinner himself. Is he a bad cook? That depends on what you consider a bad cook. The food, incredible. Seriously. Better than any restaurant in town. That doesn't sound so bad. Just talking about it is making my mouth filled with saliva. So he's a great cook. He has his talents. Every morsel is simply delicious. It is almost worth the hours of cleanup time after dinner, since it is categorically impossible for him to put anything away during the entire cooking process. And that isn't even accounting for the ruined kitchen tools. Once he was making a pate and burnt out the motor of my blender because he thought he would just, if you just keep running it, it will eventually blend no matter how much or how little liquid you add to it. Oh no. You don't know the half of it. First of all, I bought myself that blender so that in the morning I can sit in the quiet of the first light with the blended whipped coffee and gaze around my home thinking about how grateful I am for my beautiful family. And after that blissful morning meditation, I can handle the teen attitudes, the feigned incompetence, and the noise of the rest of the day. But then my dear husband broke my blender. I had asked him not to use it because I thought it would taint the taste of my heavenly blended whip. He practically patted me on the head when he told me it would be fine and I'm too controlling. Then, when he broke it, he said, "Stupid thing must have been defective," and shrugged. That was 6 days ago, and I still haven't had 2 minutes to string together to run out to the store to get a new one. And he's home, sitting with his damn feet up. Shit is right. Maybe I should just put a charge on the SlumberCard and run out tonight for a blender. SlumberCard? Yeah. What, you don't have a SlumberCard? I literally haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. Paloma! I knew you were good. I didn't know you were superhuman. What? You're a single mom. Well, yes. And you work full time. Yes. And volunteer for the school about 30 hours a week? Something like that. Boards. 3. Shit. What you do is at least as much as I do. More, I'd say. And I don't even have a messy chef husband making more work for me. Plus, you have 2 teenagers. I only have 1. Paloma, you don't use a SlumberCard. What the hell is a SlumberCard? It's a lifesaver. Really, though. Well, you have a MasterCard, probably, right? Yeah. It's pretty much the same thing. Except instead of crediting you money, it credits you time. Time? Have you ever been under the gun to get something finished, but you are so tired that your brain just isn't working anymore and you need sleep so badly, but it's going to come, so badly that it's going to come for you, whether you have time for it or not? Every single night. Hear, hear. Well, I'll manage an all-nighter maybe once a month or so, but I can't pull them off like I used to when I was young, before we really needed them. Hear, hear. So, the SlumberCard basically lets your brain behave as though it has slept already and you can function without the sleep. No, that can't be real. Oh, it's real. Is it safe? Totally safe. So I could just eliminate sleep from my life? All of that wasted time? Well, no, you can't eliminate it, but you can absolutely defer it. You need to sleep it off at the end of the month. Oh. So it is exactly like a credit card, pretty much. For interest? Well, yeah, I mean, if you can only afford to sleep your minimum 1 month, then interest will accumulate. So the next month you'll need to sleep more. I always reconcile my sleep at the end of the month, so I don't really know how things go if you carry a balance. Oh, yes, that is smart. I seriously don't know what I'd do without it. But how do I get one? Well, what's your number? I'll send you the contact info for the guy who signed me up. Paloma puts out her hand. Mai unlocks her phone and then hands it to Paloma, who puts in her contact information and then hands the phone back. Here you go. Mai sends the contact information. And here you go. Thank you. You can thank me with a sign up. You can thank me for a sign up for a shift with the grad decoration committee. If this is legit, you got it. You won't regret it. I better get back to it. Cheers. You too. See you at grad decoration. I'll be there with bells on. And that, my friends, is Act 1. I hope that made somewhat of sense. I felt a little bit lost in it, and I realized I should come back to this way more often so that I learn it better. And also, I had forgotten kind of like this thing that I was like leading into, and now I'm excited to get back at her. So until next week, this has been Alyssa Hudson with Virtual Variety Nights. You are always invited to join me. You can email me anytime at virtualvarietynight@gmail.com or message me on Facebook, or if we know each other, just call me, text me, whatever works for you. You'll find me. If you have an idea about something that you would like to do, even if it has nothing to do with what I have planned the next month, just let me know. I'll work with you. We'll switch things up. Who cares? It's a free world. And this is creative time. And sometimes creativity can't be restricted. Be safe, everyone. And creative. My date with my creative self and with you has been lovely. I really appreciate the time. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you if you're interested. Next week, we will have another story circle because it'll be the first Thursday of August. The theme's open. It's wide open. So yeah, send in your stories. I'm happy to read them for you. I'm happy to show you how to record them if you're not sure how. So you can just send the recordings, and then I'll show them then. Yeah. Who has stories? Do you have stories? Let's see. Again, this has been a lovely date. I look forward to our next one. Still getting used to where my computer. Bye. Let's see. I am going to end this in a way that I don't typically.
We need a theme song, because we don't really have a theme song. Could you please send me a theme song, because we don't really need a theme song. We need a theme song, so would you please send me a theme song? We need a theme song, we need a theme song. We need a theme song. So could you please send me a theme song? 'Cause we don't really have a theme song, and we could really use a theme song. Send us a song.